Yo, Rob. How goes it? And Jesse. Bam. Good to see you. We got a couple of things got to happen today. One is this is my spoon. That's where I'm going. Uh, but I'm gonna cut off probably 60% of this. So, in the great advice of my good friend Rob, strop often. Thank you all for the likes. Spoon is doing okay. Um, the hard part for me is going to be that bowl. But man, it is mesmerizing though. I can really get into sharpening. I mean, into carving that spoon and just get lost in love. I tell you, I have to put y'all on this phone so I can see your chats while I'm looking down too. Yeah, man, strop often. I'll tell you something slightly ridiculous about me, Rob. I accidentally um, mock people, not to make fun of them, but when I am familiar with someone's voice, when I quote them, I do a terrible, unconscious impression of them. Oh my gosh, it's embarrassing when people let me know that I'm doing it. Or what they'll do is go, oh, you gotta do my uncle. Come here, do the impression you did of Uncle so and so. And I didn't intentionally do an impression of Uncle so and so. And they'll think I'm just making fun of everybody behind their backs, but I swear I don't do it on purpose. Oh, I do an impression of folks um, when I quote them because I hear their voice in my head, right? So I will do this unconscious impression of people when I'm talking about them. And I did this. I think I do a poor impression of you. I was talking to my wife the other day. And I was like, oh yeah, they're in the UK. So if you hear me accidentally do it, I'm not making fun. It's just how I don't know what that is. But I have to avoid saying anything my in-laws say, so I don't sound like I'm making fun of them. Oh, I love this wood so much. get some good, that's what she said, jokes on it. I don't know. Cutting Bill Chunk committed to shriveling this thing down to a thin spoon. I think that'd be a better challenge for me than another deep, thick, heavy spoon. Right? I always want to take off too much at a time, though. It's just my nature. Oh, where do you buy these from? This right here. Let me take a second real quick. I want to make sure I don't miss y'all's chat. What's up, soldier? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, no problem, man. Where do I buy these from? I bought this set off of Amazon. I forget the name. I do have a short in my, one of my YouTube shorts. I did a short on these, and if I don't have them in there, then I'll do another one and I'll put them in there and give you a shout. And that way you can see. This is a $20 set of carving knives, and I don't mean this one and another. I mean like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, 5 other little thin chisels. It's an amazing set. Amazing set. Also, the set came with some basswood. So I don't buy the spoons at all. I buy just the wood. And you can get basswood at hobby shops if you want it fast. And if not, there's Amazon. You can get a little bag of it, you know. Various sizes, but the kit will come with some. So Um, yeah, I feel you on the gloves thing. Um, Soldier, and I probably will slice my jugular while I'm telling you this, but I been a contractor forever, um, and generally speaking, I am pretty aware of my tolerances with tools, and that's not for me to say everybody should practice this, but you practice that extreme safety um, to start out, and you create those great habits. Every now and then you run into an old guy who knows exactly what he can do and can't, and where he can hurt himself and where he can't. See, this knife can slip all day. The way I position it, it can't cut me, right? Look how I hold it. It can't cut me. And when I'm doing that, that's all I'm doing. It can't cut me. It looks a little bit more dangerous than it is, but I am hyper aware of the sharpness of this blade and the proximity it is to me and my fingers and such. And I don't say that to say that anything you're saying is wrong. I'm saying that to not worry you about me, because I do believe that you're just a genuine guy giving me excellent advice in that regard. And then, there's always the scenario that I actually do cut myself, and then I realized I was too big for my britches and I had it coming, which has happened too. Just knocking it down bit by bit. I wish I could chop faster, but when I do, I take off uncontrolled sizes. Yeah, exactly, Soldier. I agree with you. You'd be wrong not to say. Oh yeah, for sure. Plywood up to no good. Always glad to see you, man. How is the shop coming along? Look at that. Look at that. But you can risk that when you're trying to take off a bunch, but that's why it happened, because I'm trying to take off a bunch instead of just working it down like a civilized man. He said the shop is still there. Hey, printer Matt. That must mean no significant update at the moment. Man, it might be too cold for you to be out there with the slingshot. Fingers might be too cold. I don't think I went fishing all season this year. Weird. sort of end up doing is carving 1,000 spoons, incrementally smaller until I land on the size that I want. Because I've finished the backside of this probably 6 or 8 times. And compulsively I'm trying to do it again, but I'm going to cut all that off because I'm coming all the way up here. All the way up here is where I aim to land. Little friendly reminder to you all to pay close attention to your friends and family who have lost close loved ones over the course of this year. This is a particularly difficult time for those folks. I could say us folks, but I have plenty of loved ones still around who are very good to me this time of year. So you be one of those people who is very good to one of those people who has lost someone important to them this year and could maybe use a little more unexpected holiday cheer, love, phone call, text message, kiss on the cheek, so on and so forth. I'm carving out the bottom of this spoon again, like I'm gonna keep it. Not gonna keep it. I could be doing this with a hatchet at this point. I think it's that this bowl pushes you in 2 directions, and then I start getting my mind into fine mode. Buster Rhymes, the mighty infamous, always misbehaving and mischievous, causing aggravation. I'll never pause, going through the backyards, claws in class, till I got caught at last, for looking on the courtyard grass. Yo, teacher, come on, Mr. Rhymes got the perfect home class. Yo, then I ran to my girl Cheryl. Yo, just another case of love. gotta go get a few things for school tomorrow. You all take care of that. All right, take it easy, soldier. Have a good one. Hey, how you doing, Pat? I didn't see you in here. Welcome. Nikki New. Hey, Nikki. How you doing? How are you doing? Nice crowd in here today. Nikki New lives on a beautiful island, and she is kind enough to take us all over it to see the sights. Those of us who do not live in such tropical paradise conditions. Nice to see trees that you haven't experienced and architecture you haven't seen. Pretty nice. Love it when people share culture. Yeah, I'm trying, Nikki. I've been knocking this spoon down for a minute. It's just a mesmerizingly fun thing to do. Wrong way, buddy. Just when I talk smack about what a safe, calculated knife-tician I am. Jabbery. Self-shank. Soldier Farms Redemption. That wood kind of looks like MDF. Oh, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if I had MDF. Then you're carving a MDF spoon. Be the worst spoon ever. At the back of it. I'm assuming that you mean MDF like in the plywood that's made of wood chips and resin. Golly, the bowl of the spoon just goes in every direction at once. Assume nothing. You must assume nothing. Oh, you can't see a grain on the camera. Oh, that sucks. Maybe I got too much light on it. Bogdan. Hey, how you doing? It's possible. Let me let you see a little bit better. In fact, let me see if I can give you a slightly better camera. Is that better? Glad you let me know, Rob. I think this is probably the better way to do this camera-wise, right? Yeah, instead of just being a big old yellow glow. The beige cloud I'm carving on. Ooh. this whole side does that. Gotta find a good angle. That ain't it. That ain't it. Okay. We'll go that way. You got the key. Love her. You got the key. Love is a house, baby. That been that been. You got the key. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I like this little thing. I like it a lot. Till it did that. Hey, Naranya. Yes, I do have a hook knife run. Is this a hook knife moment right here? It might be. be a hook knife moment. Know the inside of that bowl is pretty much all hook knife. But man, this little piece right here, this little section, the crazy thing is the things that change this direction as much create the most interesting places in the wood. Oof. Just see it slicing in. Next series of videos, progressive standing, starting with 40 grit and then 3500. Oh, that'll be cool. It took a nice glass finish. I've gone up to somewhere around 4,000 in a 2K enamel finish, and then I gave it as a friend. It was a cane, and I gave it to a friend of mine. He lost it the same day. Literally left it at a fair. It's crazy. I might end up turning into one of them dudes that's like, yeah, I got a video on that. Like about everything. People will be like, this dude. Let's see if I can show you that grain. And the goal is to get these ripples out of it, right? So you can see that grain as a smooth, clean thing, I think.
Refinement you never towards you unless you only try and move except draw lines and pull. But not necessarily carve it 100%. You need to cut towards yourself, but you can use your body to arm as a buffer. While this is true, Calvin is also a teacher about knife control. I hope that knowing these people shouldn't use a butter knife. West seems to have a good control of it, the schooner.
Yep. Well, I did have a little bit of conversation earlier in the chat that how the rules are important for prevention. Right? And skill set and the development of it eventually will teach you which rules to abandon and why. You can always abandon the rules if you know why and you know how. Just in general. And like I was having a conversation with Soldier earlier, and I don't say that for, I don't know who said what, but I don't say that as a measure of I'm so good that this doesn't happen. But I do say it as a measure of there's a level of control and understanding that you have to have in order to do something different than what's conventional. It's because conventional works. We all know that. But exceptional. Exceptional is never in the bounds of the rules. Exceptional guitar players. But I am a beginner. So take heed to the people who are not beginners. Chat. One little slip up can certainly cost you. But if you happen to be carving in a direction that is towards you, make sure it's in such a way, like this, that you cannot make contact with yourself. The motion itself won't allow it. Right? Now, my hand's here. It's a different thing. I can't get out of the way in time. So while, this is a good point to bring up, while it may look like sometimes unconventional is cool or unconventional is reckless, whichever. There's always some context. And my chat is always got some people in here that absolutely know what they're talking about. And they will make up for my lack of safety protocol. Ugh, did you see that? Gouge. feel like because I've debunked my recklessness twice today, I'm probably gonna bleed on this on this spoon. It's just I'm probably gonna bleed on this spoon. A little bitty algorithm and Father Nature teaching me a lesson about being a smart potato. I tell you who though is over there carving flesh. His dad's workshop. It's like a lot more on the line over there with a knife. Cause man, you might give yourself rabies. I don't know. But it can't be good if you stab yourself while you're cutting open a raccoon guts or little deer pelts. But if you like to see that, boy, have I got a channel for you. If anybody is in the chat who is blue and could post Dad's workshop, I'd appreciate it. It'd be a good place for you to go follow. He does have better dialogue than me, too. I don't be talking about nothing. The spoon is getting thinner. Oof. And it keeps getting stabified.
Yeah, I have had these moments, Cloud. I went to sheath my cable. I ended up having the spine of my knife slice the back of my ankle. Holy smokes.
Mm. I do not want that. I have had a couple hundred stitches. I got stitches in the palm of my hands. I've got stitches across the insides of my fingers before, both hands. Got stitches across here before, here, of course, my knuckle. No, really the back of my hand, not my knuckle. Eyebrow, knee, elbows. Never broke a bone though. I got thin skin. I'm gonna bleed every fight for sure. Come on. Calvin, since you're in here, yeah, super glue is good for that. I use super glue more than I use band-aids. I'm gonna take a little pausaroni. Look at that. I looks like an avocado. uh, but it's shaping up. My goal was to get this thinner, right? And I'm still not where I want to be. But this handle is about twice as thick as I want it to end up being. I like the width. I like how narrow it's getting there. And then I'm gonna cut that out. And I'll probably thin this out by the time it's all said and done. But this knife dried up from yesterday. And since Calvin is in my chat right now, I want to show him how his knife turned out. Got this extra sharp this morning. And it's not perfect, and as far as steel goes, I would say it's probably relatively soft in that I didn't heat treat it beyond whatever the factory did at the place that made the saw blade. But what I do know is that you can sharpen it, and I know you know how to sharpen, but but this is to say, oh, that sucked. See? So it can cut stuff. And I rounded this off and make some curvy contours since it's sort of a pocket knife or everyday carry if you want it to be in your watch pocket and it won't, you know, stab you. It's a fine knife, I believe, my friend. It's a fine blade. Anyway, I'm going to be working on heat treatment very soon. I'm studying that right now so that I can make better blades and better knives.
Can you use a lathe?
To soften it, soften, I don't know. I don't know if that's a term I would use for doing anything with a lathe. Good to know, Lions. Good to know.
What's up, Miss Flossie? Ron is planning on sending you a new knife soon, Si.
Yeah, that guy is super cool, that Ron. And he makes such good knives. I swear I'm almost embarrassed at people who are aware of Ron and are aware of me making knives because he is so many levels above what I'm doing. But a really nice guy. Every time I'm in his chat, he's very nice about it. But what a craftsman. I think Ron lives somewhere cold like Canada.
Does anyone see my videos of sharpen the blades of a wood mower, barely brush the edge, and slice my forearm wide open?
Holy crap, what?
Jeez Louise, no, I haven't seen that. Roy, these gloves are absolutely not here to protect me whatsoever. These gloves uh, are here to protect my mental health. I am a little bit OCD. And what happens is when you're carving a spoon is that the oils from your fingers gets into the fibers of the spoon. And while you're carving this side of the spoon here, all of this will be getting oil from your hands on it. And you turn it over and my spoon will feel dirty and gross, and I'll start carving more off of it to get it back to fresh wood, and I'll flip it over. It's a vicious cycle. So yeah, I'm not trying to protect myself, but I am trying to support my mental well-being. Yeah, Calvin, I agree with you. I think the algorithm prefers gloves over my hands. Uh, People, I don't know. I guess there's some hand models who are doing woodworking on YouTube because people, whew, they'll give me the business about my ugly hands. How dare you use those hands for working? Now you have to look at them. You low down dirty. Can you imagine somebody coming to your house, right? Like they're coming, like you didn't invite them, and they just come in and go, ugh, look at this carpet. I hate it here. Like, why are you here? You're hanging your draperies wrong. Isn't it interesting how people have manners in real life and the internet be like the wide open west? I'm always like, man, no human being walking the face of this earth has ever said the outlandish stuff that they will type to me on Beyonce's internet. I don't get it. I'm gonna let Taylor Swift know what they're doing with her media empire. Hey Roy. Hey Potter. I am carving a little spoon. Oh man, I have to risk the urge to troll my own chat. I do. You know those gloves aren't protecting your hands. You fucking kidding? Are you really? It's torn. I had not noticed that these are not the armor Teflon gloves. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
It was a satisfying little piece of carving. I don't know what it was like to watch, but it was pretty good on this side of the camera. By the way, go check out my OnlyFans. I will be, I'm just kidding, joking, 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 joking. Thank God thank God all those things weren't around 20 years ago. Oh my God. Thank sweet heavenly 6 pound baby Jesus. Your boy would have been in trouble. Hmm. Handle's too fat, right? Right.
Blue latex and MDF. This is the one from the fish I see.
Hey, thanks, Lions. Appreciate it. I think the handle needs to be narrower.
Dave, I agree. Don't be a fattiest twist.
I'll be a chunky spooner, big spoon chaser.
Oh,
Well, Dave, we're working on it. This is the avocado spoon. Obviously, we're done with it, and that's all that I'm going to do. But I only want to hold a single grape at a time. Mm. All right, let me continue and see if I can get the bottom of this thing carved out. I know this one side has been rough goings, just how the grain turns there versus the comfort of how to catch it. Oops, slid right off camera. Oh, that's going good that way. And I'll just pull it over to the side that's tolerant. Sort of like I won't say it. I won't say it. I won't say it. I won't say it. Problem is, for whatever reason, I kind of like this fat part, but I don't need it. I need to thin this and then just carry that around and take it away. It's too hardy. Sorry. Had to go chase down the chat a little bit. Make sure I'm not being too neglectful. Y'all seem to have it covered. That's the wrong way, Wes. Stop it. Stop it now. Okay. Yes. That is also the wrong way. That as well. That's the happy place. Love it when it's crunchy like a little apple. Just carving a little pear, that's all. All right, let me swap gloves. Starting to get out of hand. Get it? Bad joke. Michael Osborne, how you doing? My fingers breathe for a minute. Y'all just have to deal with my hands for a second. Sweater. It's a tough little angle to reach. Love, life's sweetest reward. Something, something. In some other words. Set your course for adventure, your mind on the moon, romance. Sometimes it's the things on the way to the things that's so exciting, right? I'll tell you what you don't get with the gloves on. It's how incredibly smooth this wood gets. You pull that blade across it just so. Thin it out. Get a little bit more out of there.
Hey, Carnage, how you doing, man? Hey, Darla.
Forgive me, anybody in the chat who I did not greet. It was definitely not intentional. I am just so full of myself right now from carving this spoon. And I just don't have time for the common man. You have to understand that.
Not bad, man. Just finished the hot toddy. All right. Hot toddy does sound good. Hmm. Wonder if my wife knows how to make those. She surprises me with her cooking knowledge sometimes. Also, look at that. Look what I just did. Look what I just did. God didn't want it there, that's all. Jesus said, don't. Jesus said, cut that piece of wood out of there. Don't allow that piece of wood to disrupt your soul. Don't you do it. Got a little ensuing chaos happening right there in that little spot. Let's see if we can change that tune. Hot toddy, hot toddy, hot toddy, hot toddy. Ooh, hot toddy. Ooh, hot toddy. That was an old dance hall song from the 90s, if you didn't know, called Mac Daddy. Mark Daddy, Mark Daddy, Mark Daddy, Mark Daddy. Ooh, Mark Daddy. Ooh, Mark Daddy. Another tragedy. This goes to prove I can't sing and carve at the same time. To be good at something, you have to be able to repair it. To get good at repairing it, you gotta first get good at mucking it up. I'm still in the mucking it up stage, but I'm getting real good at it. I would love some food. What's up? All right, I'm on the way. Well, I think we all know what that means. The spooning will continue at another moment, another time. But it's been wonderfully done. It's been a lot of good meditation. Holy smokes. And I really, really look forward to how this bowl, you can see how that wood grain is already, dang it, stop it. That wood grain is happening. If I can get that nice and smooth around there, I'm going to be in love with this thing. But there's some work to do. But the spoon itself is going to have great potential. And if that's happening out here, it's also going to be happening in that bowl. That's going to look good, I think. I still got all that to do. But crude, but in
in process. I'm not mad at my little spoon. Or this cheap little set. I think it's a better spoon than that spoon, maybe. Different spoon. I think I'm going to do the rim thinner on this spoon and these profiles thinner on this spoon. And I'm still too thick on the handle. I was trying to make that thinner. I will make it thinner because I need to so it doesn't look identical. And then I'll soften this, probably take more of that off. And then I'll start cutting that out. Thanks, Smallwood Light. I appreciate it. I'm at Pat. Sorry, I try not to call people by their screen names when I know their names because my memory is terrible. And when I can remember it, I try to commit it that way. Hey, Smoke, I'm sorry, man. But most likely I'll return. And I'll see you then. But for now, I'm going to get up out of here. It really does pep you up, Lions. That's a fact. And I really thank you, Lions, for teaching me a great deal of this skill set before I even attempted my first spoon. I had a wealth of information from you in your chat. So if y'all really are into carving spoons or want to, Lions is a great place to go. He's a lot more efficient and he's a lot better at explaining it than me because he knows a lot more than me. He's also got a much better accent than me. I could put Lions on and me and my wife would take a nap. That's also true for Rob, I think. Oh, thank you. Rob, I would love it if you would put your link in there too. You're essentially doing the same thing. Um, we're all at different stages and different parts of all of it, but essentially the same thing. Smoke, absolutely. Westman, you're definitely ready for dinner level 2 info, man. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Ghost chili wings. Sounds good. Rob says I suck. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, here's the thing. Same as if you're carving a spoon, right? You if you're complaining about it, you're speaking on it too early. You know what I mean? Because eventually something will start to form. You know what I mean? And you know because you're a skillful guy. You have multiple trades, so you know it's just a matter of time. But lions can certainly tell that you've got some natural talent. I can tell you have some natural talent. And as long as we keep going with it, we'll get even better at it. Ernst says Robert takes time, patient practice. Spoons, 2 milliliter. Spoons. Yep. Yep. You made about 40 before you were happy. Let me tell you what, Lions. I was absolutely thrilled and head over heels with my first spoon. I still have it. Well, it's not like it was long ago.
probably what, 3, 4 months ago.
But the fact that I did it at all, I don't even know where it's at. It's a little tiny spoon, maybe about yay big. But I was so thrilled that conceptually I was able to get through it. Uh, I'm still very proud of it. But I learned it from somebody who had done hundreds of spoons. So, which is you. So, I got to skip line a little bit. I watched like 10 spoons before I got them working the right way. Yeah, that's how it works, Carnage. Absolutely. You got to make enough mistakes to get good at anything. You got to make a lot of mistakes to get good at anything. Um, Rob also has the advantage of having some carpentry background too. So hands aren't as unfamiliar with the wood as maybe a guy who's accustomed to the lathe work, the mud work that you do, Carnage, and the blade work that you do. It's a different skill set, but you'll get it. He had some fancy firewood, yeah. I gotta get me some daggone. Got an old bag of fancy firewood. That is funny. Listen, when I saw those spoons and bowls and all those things, up, Lions will just pop up and show you some shit he made that nobody knew he could do. He made a duck cane. It's like a head of a duck, like a perfect duck. Uh, and it's and then you went to the show, and I got to see more stuff and the things that you can do when you take something seriously and give it more effort, more love is really impressive. Really impressive. Like when I saw Runic making these, like come on. Every day I use this thing. It's so amazing. I sit it on a shelf in my house. 17 years. Wow. Amazing stuff. Yeah. But Lions, your stuff is very amazing. Every time you bring out one of those bags and snatch a spoon that you made or like a spatula or something like that, or that duck head even, it's always amazing. It's always good stuff. You can see when someone has put their heart in it, and I appreciate folks like that. I admire folks like that. I just got done making a spoon out of maple. I definitely need more practice, said MJB. Listen, out of maple? No, I think if you pulled it off out of maple at all, I'm impressed. I recently had to do some carving in some maple, very thin maple, to make this. And I machined most of this on my drum and belt sander. I'm at my belt sander. But it was tough. Holy moly, that would have been tough to do. A maple spoon. I bet it looks beautiful. Grain on that. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Look at you can't see it. Yeah, you can see it. See, I've got some blistering right here because this is such a new motion for me. How I pull and hold that knife. but it works really good. But it's a new motion, even down here when I'm doing it, right? Right on that little blister. But that's another reason you could wear gloves. Me personally, I kind of like blisters. I need blisters on the places that I'm going to use because it just makes my skin tougher right there. And then I never have blisters again. But yeah, below zero carnage. Sheesh. Some green wet wood makes a world of difference. Yeah, for sure. This is green wood. I don't know if it's wet, but it's a world apart from the hickory uh, that I use to make this handle. A world of difference. Canada sucks for the weather right now. Winter is a B. Yeah, a spoon carver was once asked what he would do if he made the perfect spoon, and his answer was, "I'd burn it." That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Exactly. Yeah. Chase the dragon. I don't think Lions would burn it. I think he showed his first spoon once, or a very early spoon, and I was very surprised because for a first spoon with no background, it was good. But because of what I'm used to seeing him produce now, I was surprised. I'm gonna have to get a set of real carving tools. Um, Listen, Pat, I would say I said this to someone else in the chat. What I'll do is a short or something when we get off um, between tonight and tomorrow, and I'll do a short, um, and I will include this set in it, a link or something, because it was really a good set for less than $20. It was insane. Um, but yeah, you can learn a lot by watching. Your brain picks it up, and for sure, this has been my ally throughout. I love this thing. Practical and beautiful. Yeah, yeah, you can get a this kit, Pat, and with your skill set, you definitely can get these sharp enough to do what I'm doing here. But $20, and if you want to do more, you go get more, you know. But so far, so good. I think the upgrade that I will do eventually is a better and multiple hook knives. I do find limitations with this in both my ability to sharpen it and yeah, yeah. I think I've just seen much better functioning ones. I think out there. I don't think you can get some tools cheap and get the full Monty. You know what I mean? But these, I swear by. I would swear by. In fact, I got this for $6 or something first as a scribe tool, which is what it is. And one day I had to cut something, and it was closest. And this little scribing tool did such a nice job. When I looked for carving tools, I saw that they were the same manufacturer. And I said, I'm going to buy these. And I immediately trusted them. And they're great. Yeah, I'm getting along good enough, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to eat and watch a little TV with my lady, and then I'll be back if I'm not kidnapped for the entirety of the night. But if I am, then that'll be a good night too, right? See you later, Rob. See you later, Lions. See you later, Carnage. All the accents are in the same place tonight. What? And Pat, the up north, was it Massachusetts accent? Much love, man. See y'all later. Peace, blessings. Wes can do it. You can do it. I'm out. I'll get you that link info. Peace.